Somewhere between the edge of being alive and feeling dead.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure, we head down to Holy Cross Mountain, about a 2-hour drive from Prince George down to the Walker Creek Forest Service Road, maybe, I don't know, about 14 kilometers down the road. And off to the east of the Walker Forest Service Road, you'll see a set of mountains there, one of them usually with a bunch of snow on its peak for longer in the year because it's a little higher, and that is the Holy Cross Mountain. This video is just talking about sort of some reconnaissance work we did to explore the area. We were not successful in doing any kind of summit or anything like that. This was our first time heading into there. You'll see some footage in here from aerial as well as on the ground, and really just a basis for possible future explorations, but it is pretty rough in many of the areas, so I'm not too sure when we would be going back, but hopefully this helps you in your exploration if you decide to check the area out. Alright, so in this part of the reconnaissance from the aerial view, the big road there is Walker Creek Forest Service Road, and off to the right, that's just an old logging road which we kind of follow for a bit. We were curious to see what condition that was in. You'll see from all the video clips, pretty decent condition overall. Definitely swampy sections and a few creeks to cross here and there, but generally speaking, the road it's deceiving because it's in pretty good condition. There's animal trails kind of on both sides of the road, and for a good, I don't know, 3 to 4 kilometers at least. As you gradually increase your elevation to the base of the mountain, you'll see that. And then after you get through some of the clear cuts, there's a gully that goes right up the middle to the peak, with a big creek flowing down there, and you have ridge lines both on the east side and west side of that. And you'll see in some of the video clips we tried the east side, we crossed over the creek, and just really thick, heavy, large old growth timber, cedars, fir, stuff like that, and moss covered, and lots of deadfall. Pretty hard to navigate through, so it's going to take a while to figure out what is really a good path here. Hopefully can find maybe a more open forest, one of those ridge lines going up where there's not so much deadfall, but we'll see as we explore. Hopefully the video kind of points out what we did see so that future explorations could be a bit more successful and avoid the areas that are not worth checking out. here on the Walker Creek Forest Service Road. And looking straight up there, we got Holy Cross Mountain. And we are going to see how close we can get to up there. This will be a recon. So we're going to follow this old road as far as we can. Lots of big bear prints, moose prints. Hopefully it's kept open and see how this goes. Looks like we got a little bit of thick brush here. Nothing too big of a deal.
You got thick?
Yeah, I think it's still ahead, but we'll see. Looks like it's starting to open up a little bit with views. So far so good. This is the, I guess, west ridge of the summit. All right, you can see our first clear cut ahead. We cut through that, and there's another clear cut to the east of that, which is where we will break off and start climbing up the ridge. But so far this is great going. See all the bugs?
Two bugs. Lovely.
Bunch of logs there on the side. Indicates what was happening out here years ago. Still haven't hit a clear cut yet. Making our way up. You can see it's starting to have elevation on the left. Something's been eating.
Oh, yeah.
Something's been chewing
Oh yeah, porcupine probably.
on there. A view of the mountains to the south.
That's big, isn't it?
I think that's Erg right there. Making our way up towards the clear cuts. I think the first one might be straight ahead. Did start to see some grizzly sign on the trail. So it looks like there's a black bear and a grizzly bear intersecting there. Yeah, it's a little bit thick in here, to say the least. So now we got that other grizzly bear's sign, a bit older. Got a little creek going down here. Well, yet another bear, different color than them all. So I'm pretty sure we have less than a kilometer before we hit the end of the clear cut. There's a fork in the road that goes left and right coming up here, which you can see on Gaia Maps or Google Maps. We'll be going left. The right fork kind of goes down. We don't want to lose elevation. We don't have to. All right, so here's the fork. Goes down, goes up. This is what it looks like. And we are going up. go. Alright, so wherever we are at the road, it's really thick and overgrown like this. I'm not sure for how far yet, but animals are climbing up here on the left to get out of it. Slight improvements. Small bears up here. All right, pretty sure this is like the end of the road, because now it's just in the forest. Or is it? Yeah, you can hear a lot of water ahead. All right, we come to the gully, pushed away through some pretty thick brush into some really nice cedar forest here. Creek is straight ahead. We found a ribbon here. That is weird. Somebody's been out here. Make our way up there. Well, we're out of that climb a bit there. Brutal coming up that. And we'll see how this goes for a short while. Catch our breath up here. It's not looking too hopeful here. Big huge trees, but big huge deadfall. Just a mess. Just a mess of madness here.
You better further ahead?
No. It's just crisscross applesauce the whole way. Way back down. There's too much of a rat's nest up there, as you can see. We went up to where it kind of levels off, but way too much deadfall up there. It's just a complete mess of deadfall. Big huge deadfall. All right,
Not even close.
making our way back now. You know, this bush is pretty thick. Ribbon.
It makes sense.
Another ribbon. Somebody's been ribboning out here. Right there. All right, we're leaving the rainforest gully and into the side hill clear cut. So if you wondered what the quote clear cut looks like 30 or 40 years later, it's just all grown in. It's not really clear. Right, so we just popped through the clearing back to the road, and now we've got a nice trail back. Some neat colored moss there. Pretty neat. Right across the way, beautiful view right towards Erg. Oh, we're kind of up in the gully there. Forest is unforgiving in every way, so we are out of here.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth the cost, but this momentum we did get. The bugs are just crawling everywhere now.
You can throw that down there down so you can squat. It doesn't matter to me.
Nope. We're almost at the end. I don't ditch it now.
There we go.
All right, I've made it to the end. And it's Bug City here. They're out about to carry this thing away themselves. I didn't. Whew. They're just everywhere.
Good timing to be here, right?
Little angel came down today.